We're hoping to work with the Chinese government, specifically Beijing, to be able to attract more tourism in China. So what we have done, we put a focus group together to try to figure out exactly what are the different cities within China that people are not really familiar with. I think there's a huge demand and hunger for people to go to China. So we're trying to assure them by doing our homework and finding out how are we going to do so, that we're a very capable team that can do that.
We want to just touch points on 7C and the U.S. and the different cultures within the 7C and the U.S. and then China, in terms of trying to figure out a way to work together and be able to promote tourism both in the U.S. and in China. We're devoting ourselves to the culture piece, which we're becoming to be culture consulting services in different industries such as tourism industry. So 7C and AeonTech strategic partners looking to focus more on the Chinese tourism industry and be able to help the Chinese government attract more and more people into the different provinces of China.
Have you ever traveled to China?
No.
Have you ever heard of Beijing?
Yes.
Xicheng District, Beijing. This district is very important in Beijing. Kind of, over 99% China central government office located in this area. And also, in American, New York, we have the Wall Street. But in China, we call it Financial Street. It is also located in this area. And also, most China Asian Park, also located in this area. So this area is most important in Beijing. Next city is Jinan City. It is located in Shandong Province. This province has huge, extensive relationship with American. Every year, they export a lot of products from Shandong Province to American, and also, almost 100,000 people every year, traveler, will go to American for travel from this province. So they have extensive relationship with American. This is Luoyang City, located in Henan Province. Actually, such kind of flower, we call it China national flower. It is in the Luoyang City. Every apple, when you go to Luoyang City, you can enjoy such flower. Very beautiful. Okay, this is Nanjing City, Jiangsu Province. I think Brian may be there. This city is very important in China. Also, before 1949, this city is a kind of China capital. After 1949, Beijing becomes the capital of China. Dali City, it is located in Yunnan Province. This city looks like located in the southern part of the China. And also, they have very traditional kind of nature view. A lot of, Western people go to there just for fun, just for relax. Okay, Jining City, Shandong Province, Actually, before I introduce this city to all of you, maybe all of you don't know that. But if I mention Confucianism, maybe most Americans will know that. This city is a hometown of Confucius.
Have you heard of Shanghai?
Yes.
Shanghai city is very famous all over the world. It is already become the economy center of China. Chongqing city is another important city in the southern part of China. Actually, this city has big influence all over the southern part of the China. Guilin City, Guangxi Province. Actually this city, has very beautiful view. Some people said, if you have been in China, if you did not go to this city, kind of, you waste your time in China. Xiamen City, Fujian Province. Actually, this city is very important to China. The reason is, it is the most, it is the location most close to Taiwan. Previously, this kind of, the border between China and, Taiwan. But now, it looks very good. A lot of Chinese travelers go through this city, take the boat and the ship, go to Taiwan for the travel. Yeah, this is Fujian Province. Okay, kind of, Fujian Province in China, is very important because they make a lot of tea in China and also very famous. A lot of people want to drink that. Okay, Xinjiang Province. You know, kind of this is the west side of China, and it has this kind of rural, natural, you know, view. And a lot of Chinese people now would like to go there instead of other, you know, kind of city, you know, for example, Guilin, for example, Hangzhou, because they think Xinjiang, you know, city's view is more beautiful, you know. Okay, Gansu province, you know. This Gansu province, you know, more like, you know, a little bit, you know, their pace a little bit slow than China other city. But, you know, actually their view is very beautiful, you know. Okay, Xi'an city. I think maybe some people will know Xi'an city when you see the next picture. In Qing dynasty. Yeah, this is the Wuhan city, you
A lot
know.
of people like.
Kind of, you know, Wuhan city similar to here. We call it Middle West, Midwest, you know. Ningbo city, Zhejiang province. Actually, the reason I want to mention this city is, you know, last year, the mayor of Wisconsin and the former governor from Wisconsin, the former secretary from Wisconsin, you know, they go to China, they went to this city. Because this city is the sister city of Milwaukee. Hangzhou city, you know, Zhejiang province. I think you can say something about Hangzhou last year.
Just a little bit. We actually been there, and it was a beautiful city. We didn't spend there a lot of time. It's a lot of forestry, a lot of water as well. We had a great time. We were only there for probably about 6 hours. So, but I mean, the different sceneries that we saw was beautiful.
Suzhou city is very famous in China. We call Suzhou, Hangzhou, you know, are the top travel city in China. The reason is, you know, we always say, if you want to go to heaven, you know, you should go to Suzhou and Hangzhou.
Would you like to travel to China?
I very much would.
7C Lingo is founded on a translation and interpretation agency, so we do a lot of language translation and interpretation. Just this year, we started focusing more because of the unbelievable demand, even in the translation world, about the culture and the intelligence that goes into the culture. The culture is just not a matter of reading a piece of paper that says, you know, when you're here, do this and do that.
For the last 10 years, I've conducted study abroad programs for Michigan State University, the business school. I've brought nearly 1,000 students to locations in Asia, Europe, and South America. And what I've noticed over the years is that once you get a person into a new environment, they love it. But making that first move is very difficult for people.
But education, consulting is all part of what we do and what we're good at. And I think that we can continue promoting tourism. We're also part of the Bigby franchise, which is a coffee shop similar to the Starbucks concept. So through those locations, we can also put flyers, brochures, and promote and continue to promote, and we get a lot of Chinese customers in our in our doors, whether if it's here or in Ann Arbor. Most of our locations are near campuses. 7C is really founded on as a relationship based. We're never looking at any project as a project. We look at it as a long-term relationship. We want to establish a really good relationship that is founded on quality and a very cost-effective way. So I think at the end of the day, we want the client to feel like we're part and we care about their business as much as they do. 7C Lingo, connecting the 7 continents.